Okay, well, I haven't done a video in the past little while. I am now on my third set of trays for the Invisalign. First set of trays, I did the last video. Biggest thing from there. So I went in, got my first set of trays. They were really tight at first. There's a lot of pressure. They were kind of difficult to get on and off. Nothing too bad, but definitely, as everybody else has said, soreness the first day or two. I found that after the first week of wearing them, pressure was gone for the most part. There was no more soreness. Basically, it felt like I could move on to the next trays. I found out from the orthodontist that the 2-week period is actually set up so that basically you have 1 week of movement, 1 week of everything settling in. That allows the bone mass to build up with the teeth in their new position. So, not a good idea to just keep pushing through the trays earlier and earlier each time. So anyways, so did first trays. Second tray is kind of the same deal. They were kind of tight at first. No big deal. But a lot of the same lessons learned. Went in for the appointment for the third trays. I would say the biggest thing I noticed was like whenever I have to do appointments at the orthodontist in order to get the trays in to start a new set of trays, it's always rough. Because it's typically, within 2 or 3 hours of a regular meal. So it's pretty much it's the tightest possible time to have the trays in. Anyway, so my third set of trays, I went in for the appointment. Basically what they did is my third set of trays was when I got the attachments put on, the buttons. Which I don't know if you can see right there. I've actually lost 3 of them, 2 on my top teeth, one on one of my bottom teeth. I have 13. Well, I had 13 overall. Currently, I have 10. I have an appointment to go back in basically when I swap into my 4th trays. To get the attachments put back on, the ones that fell off. Alright, so basically how they put them on is you have a mold tray basically, and it's just like an Invisalign tray, only a little bit thinner. What they'll do is they'll score the tooth a little bit, put down some adhesive. They use ultraviolet light to bond the adhesive. So they bonded it a little bit, started getting it tacky. They actually put the attachment gel, I guess, into the mold tray, into the places in the mold tray. Pop that in like an Invisalign tray, then ultraviolet light. Within 5-10 minutes they were done. Not a big deal. So they took off the mold tray, which wasn't really a big deal. It wasn't tight because the plastic is the tray is a lot thinner, a lot more moldable. It'll move to adjust. Anyways, so then they put in my third set of trays. A little bit of pressure at first, but that went away quickly. Almost didn't notice the trays being in. Ran into some problems taking them out. It was about 4 hours later when I went to go eat lunch. Ran into some problems taking them out. I was having a really hard time. They actually have a little attachment tool. These kind of I don't know, kind of worthless. I've since stopped using them. But basically the idea is you put it in, slip it in behind the thing, and you pull it down. What I found to be most helpful was just use my fingernails. So what I'll do is I'll start from the back, work my way forward. Now the absolute necessity is to work one tooth at a time. If you get too eager, apply too much force, that's when you start losing attachments. I lost 2 that first day, lost 1 just the other day. I've been in the 3rd trays for 1 week tomorrow. Tomorrow will be 1 week. I will have been in my 3rd trays. So next week I'll start my 4th trays, and then shortly after that, a couple of days after I start my 4th trays, I'll be going in to get the attachments put back on. Alright, so biggest lessons learned. With the attachments, it's a lot easier to keep the trays in longer. At least for me, because it feels really weird having the attachments in your mouth on the teeth. It's kind of like you have something stuck in your teeth constantly. So I end up putting the trays in. Makes that sensation go away. Visibility wise though, the month I had my 1st and 2nd trays, which do not have the little pockets for the attachments to pop into, nobody at work noticed. Literally nobody was able to tell that I was wearing aligners. Within a day or so of my 3rd trays, pretty much everybody was, noticing it. Good thing, bad thing, not a big deal. At least it's not for me. So, progressing as usual. I mean, just looking to advance into the 4th trays here next week. And okay, so I'll get to that in another video. I'll do another video talking about my particular circumstances and why I selected Invisalign and how long it's going to take, and what the process was for me. So I will get back to that. Okay.